Now we are back. Sorry for that interruption. We don't know mahora thimu na no wega tondu ungina mundu ahurite thimu ika interrupt video, that means I'm using data, I'm not using Wi-Fi. Otherwise gihuthira Wi-Fi no njikire kindu gitagwo flight mode. So ogithi live rimwe mundu ire ndagekira flight mode nigetha ndukahurwo thimu ndire ndekira no ndiona gucoka gwikira tondu ingindo ni marahura maka interfere na flow na video igatuika impure ikagia giko. So yeah, it's always good, especially aria mahuragira thimu gana aria twaranagiria na thimu aria moe to njokete kurealize na andu aria mahuraga ni moe taru ngoneta umuthi nitukoragwo tugithi live taringi muthenya naki weekday ni moe tuthia live mathaa ma rucini ria turathie kuria turumagara gana mathaa ma hwaini. So it's always good taru thaisi ndiri over Wi-Fi ndirahuthira data, so ndingihota guthi flight mode no ndacoka Wi-Fi ne ndithia flight mode ni undu andu marahura kiria thimu tuweka live tondu interruptaga a lot of things. Now like that video was very pure, but sometimes someone is used, okay, God will always use people who look like you to come through for you, either a person, place or thing that has to work with you or for you. In the same way, the devil, when someone wants to interfere with something, bado akuthira o mundu tae ti ati ni mundu kuma na kuga ati demon akuthira o mundu tae. So they come in, they interrupt the video was pure, it becomes impure. Koguo una video ndiguthi na mbere Gregore ona wi madi to muno nikio ginya atuika interfered with no ngiheana no ndakonda heana Gregore ndagindo ta vendera na maundu mangi ta mau nimo matuikaga Gregore. Wagi no kumenya what kind of nikio ndagwe ntukwanjia spirituality 101 nigetha tukiari horo wa spirituality 101 ya burani arikia go paint nekira 5-pointed star.
That's not a star. For Asali.
Oh, for Asali. So for Asali. Oh, that's your name, eh?
Yeah.
A point of reference for the first time. Do you get your name?
No, this is what I was talking about.
Sarah, do you get your name? Beautiful painting. Good one. Edo rusokira gusio waku na palette yaku netweka painting huko nyaburani yale yake. This is mine. Okay, you see mine is different. When I'm painting, mine is different. Mwana kunyaga ta ngari kana mwana kunyaga ta nyina, so unake burani ajiriria yake haria augire nda gutuika artist ta ithe. Okay. Dukari mene thayo, it's been a long time. Tirigaine turagito no ndiranya ni tukuonana kahinda gatari kuraya, ni tukuonana, ni tukurianira dukari mene wanyu wa kuonake. We have eaten together, sat together, maundu mangi ta mau. So tukiari uhoro wa maundu mau ma kirira kia Ugikuyu kana kirira kia andu ni gikoragwo gikuite horo muingi muno. Kirira to ugurani na kirira to irua na kirira to meruru. Uririkane mwana tukwanjia haria kiambiriria twambe tuge ithuothe turi ya mumbi. Tutirauga turi ya Ngai, tutirauga turi ya kenda muyuru, tutirauga turi ya mwena fulani. Ithuothe turi ki? Turi ya mumbi. Mumbi ro tumbite ri tondu andu othe makiugaga ni kumbwo mombirwo gana wombirwo na mihumu gana ni kuugwo kugirwo ndu kindu gikihanika. Ithuothe turi ya mumbi twanjia tuma turi ya mubire tuthi iciariro ito tutingiario ndungi tutanjiti hari ha iciariro. Tume ha iciariro ri tuthi he mwana gucokio ihu. Tuma he mwana gucokio ihu ri tuthi he kindu gigwitwo irua ugurani magongona mangi uria mokite mahana. Koguo akora atiriri tondu mwana akurana irungo uria wonaga kigwa gikura na marungo ri mwana ni oi maundu maya. mwana agikura ni amenyaga ni kuri ki ni kuri miruru tondu anaigua kuria mburi iria ndugathi kuria mburi iyo ni miruru marahata ku mwana ararerwo na kirira mwana ni oya ati ni kuri ndia ya muhiriga kwi kundu athia akaria akaigua muhiriga wao kwina ndia ya muhiriga igathi ni ndu wa ruhuho kwina ndia ya muhiriga koguo mwana ni akuraga akimenyaga ni kuri ndia ya muhiriga na ngo ni kuri ndia ya muhiriga ni amenya ndia ya muhiriga ukani ni undu wa ugurani hihi na maundu mangi ta mau ni thayo koguo kirira kiria twina kiongana kiria turatinda tutindirire kia ugurani irua uihwa na merurure ni kaundu kanini muno iyo na ti abcd iyo na ti a ni kaundu kanini muno it is something very minimal maundu maria twagu ni gukorwo twina mongana twi ni maingi muno na ni maingi muno matuhitukite na twi thutha muno no gakora atiriri ti kwenda tutangenda kwaria kirira kiu na no tugukihutia tondu andu no matinda makiuria ciuria no tutirigitindagira uria tugika ni guka tuhitukite tuthiete iguru thino ito tuikaraga ni ugutuiria wone ati mundu muiru ndari na kiria mwitaga dini niyo mwitaga religion mundu muiru ekaga kiria twitaga spiritualism kana kiro maundu ma kiro no kurugai barega kuiga thi niki haria thi riũa-inĩ na hena riũa rĩingĩ ucarie tuhiga tuna mundu aya tuhiga ukaigirira gatigathi na ruhuho niguo caria tuhiga mahiga makiri maingi ni nduthi ucarie tuhiga uigirire koguo akora ati maundu ni maingi tondu mundu muiru arumagira kindu gitagwo spiritualism na spiritualism comes from the word spirit nikio twaragia uhoro wa ngomi jigo nikio twaragia uhoro wa ngomi jigo ngomi nyumu maithe maitu maria mathire tene koguo we are talking of departed spirits na riu na unjire ati dini yaku ndiaragia uhoro wa ngomi yet utindaga ukiugana riini wa ritwa ria mundu wakuire so there's no difference you are just pretending you don't know tondu ciaku ni cirakuraraka matu tondu we ni wemenire wabocirwo kwimena koguo maku ni makuraraka matu ukenda mageni ni utinda ukiuga thenie wa ritwa uria kindu giakuire mundu wakuire gutire mundu uriukaga ndire ndona ndukanahenio ni mundu ucio ni mukui ni athire ongo ni ariukaga ni agiukaga guku tukamuona ona mutikonainie ona ruria rwanyu rutihutainie koguo tukiari horo wa ngomi turari horo wa ngomi iria cia tukonie ciathire na ithuĩ ona tutihoya ngomi ni kuga tuga ni tutiite ngomi oria mutinda mugitia Saint Constantine Saint Pistastan Saint Adolfo whatever mugacihe maritwa mugacora mabuku-ini ngari ni cia cukuru gakorandikitwo Saint Constantine urahe ngomi yakuire yene hinya ukamiandika nginya ngari ni kana ugathi kuria kwandikitwo thiaga Saint Karoli Rwangwa no adigakura ndugathinie but I'm just giving you an example yet riria we uragweta guka wanyu ni regua hinya ukiuga guka wanyu ucio wakomire no atiki namba hau tiho turi ino yuma video ya kuga ati ni turajia kindu gigwitwo spiritualism 101 uguo ni kuona ni tukwanjia mutaratara wa gukorwo tukirangira uhoro wa nduire citu tondu kuu no kuo turire tugikompeaga na kindu gigwitwo ibuku ngana taito okumurire no kuo tugucokera ni thayo ibuku riu kiria murabatara ni kumenya kurithoma tondu na tibuku riu ungihota kurithoma nigetha wahota kurithoma ukamenya uria rirauga igatiga gukuhingica kuri thayo no go utikire thayo no sawa amani iwe nawe tondu endete kuigua kuri thayo igua kuri thayo ti thayo ni ndu arauga thayo video ga thayo okay amani iwe nayo may the peace of the Lord be with you how did you also na hinya muno nginya utari magona igua sosu akiuga and to you also Pastor Nicodema thayo ndigotinda gikwira amani iwe nawe kana may the peace of the Lord be with you so adara home tutigucoketie kiuria tugucokagia gia kurota na rio video mundu atanahura thimu koguo riria urarota na riua ni undu na tuhe details ni ukwa ni kunjira urota na riua rigika atia wambere uririkane atiriri ati riua na thi ni kindu kimwe njokere riki riua na thi tiri uyu nĩ kĩndũ kĩmwe. Ũrĩa gĩkĩte nĩ kũrekania kĩrekanĩtie. Okay? Nĩ kũrekania kĩrekanĩtie. Ngai akiuga kũgĩe ũtheri. Nyambura, nĩ harĩa Bible ĩrĩ? Reke njoe Bible haraka ndĩmũririkanie kaũndũ. Waira tathire nginya Nyambura, ya tathire ndũkĩgoria. Yeah, back. So, imakugera Bible. Inside the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Yautore, nenda harĩa ombire riũa. Genesis chapter 1, verse 3. It's your own Bible. And God said, let there be light. Then there was light. He andũ aigua kĩrĩkanĩro gĩkiuga atĩ Ngai akĩũmba riũa. Hau tũkĩanjia Genesis. Koguo nĩ kwambire gũkĩgĩa ũtheri. And God said, let there be light. Then there was light. Genesis chapter 1 verse 3. Nĩ sawa? Akiuga kũgĩa ũtheri, ndaugire nĩ ndomba riũa. Ngai akiuga kũgĩa ũtheri na gũkĩgĩa ũtheri. Ũnyite wega mũno nĩkĩ kĩratũma njenga mũthanga kwĩre riũa nĩ cinyitanĩte na thĩ. Kuma hau rĩ, o the same Genesis chapter 1, ĩrĩa ndĩndagĩkwĩra verse 15. Ndũge nginya verse 15. Verse 14. Genesis chapter 1 verse 14. Kabaigĩ na gĩa gĩkũyũ nĩ ingĩaruta gĩkũyũ. Then God said, let there be luminaries. Luminaries nĩ imũrĩ. Nĩwanyita? Let there be luminaries, nikio twaragio wa illumination na illuminati, in the expanse of the heavens to make a division between the day and the night. Koguo nigetha kugayanio utuku na muthenya ri, kugĩa na imuri igĩrĩ.
Hard to press.
Okay, na rangi mũingĩ ndũe rangi ũngĩ Nyambura na wengu nĩko ĩyo. In the expanse of the heavens to make a division between the day and the night. And they will serve as signs for seasons and for days and years. They will serve as luminaries in the expanse of the heavens to shine upon the earth. And it was so. Verse 16. And God went on to make the two great luminaries. The greater luminaries for dominating the day, the lesser luminary for dominating the night, and also the stars. Thus God put them in the expanse of the heavens to shine upon the earth. Headoregua Ngai ombĩte riũa. Headoregua Ngai nĩ ombire riũa. Ngai ugire kũgĩa ũtheri, gũkĩgĩa ũtheri. Verse 3. Tuma ndagũtwara harĩa he verse 16. And he made two great luminaries, aka imũrĩ. Nigetha kĩmwe gĩkamũrĩka mũno muthenya mũgagĩta riũa, kĩu kĩngĩ gĩkamũrĩka hanini kana gĩgathana ũtukũ mũgagĩta mweri, na agĩatha njata. Njata nĩwe. No hau tiho hakĩrĩ na point. Rĩu haha nĩho ngwĩraga ũtege matũ ta mbawa, wĩigue maũndũ ũtarĩ waigua. Ũrĩa kĩrĩkanĩro gĩkĩ kĩrakwĩra, things never heard before, never seen before. Nyambura, engereria blackboard ĩyo thomithie haha. Tũthome oro rĩu na ihenya, nĩ mũtua rũru. Thome haha. Thome o rĩu. Wahĩtũkwo nĩ maya. Amaigua. Twambe tũthome rĩu. Twĩ na blackboard haha. Ndio hanga hau nĩ mũramĩona, hau nĩ hega. Rĩu rĩ. Class in session. Nitwajia kirathi. Wambere uririkane ũũ atĩ thĩ ti ya gĩthiũrũrĩ ũguo ũcoragĩrwo ndũkanahenio nĩ mũndũ thĩ nĩ ya gĩthiũrũrĩ. No one thĩ ya gĩthiũrũrĩ ũngĩkorwo wĩ haha igũrũ ũkũmĩrorera. Tondũ wĩ haha igũrũ nĩ ũkuona mwena ũyũ na 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 mwena ũyũ. No uririkane thĩ ti ya gĩthiũrũrĩ. Thĩ-rĩ nĩ ya kona. Gũtiramakania ngana nĩ kona njega, gũtiramakania ngana ĩhana ũũ. The fact remains thĩ nĩ ĩrĩ kona. Nikio igua kĩrĩkanĩro gĩkwĩra atĩrĩrĩ. And I saw 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the world. Aĩkorwo nĩ marũgamaga kona-rĩ. Ũguo nĩ kuga atĩ the 4 corners of the world. Now, for you to understand any corner or for you to understand any square, for you to understand any situation, you have to find out what you call the square root. For you to square out something, you have to draw a circle, aka you have to understand its circumference from the word circumstance, circumstances and situation. So for you to understand the world, for you to understand something, you have to square it out, aka you have to. And for you to square out a situation, a circle, you need a radius, a circumference. Na maundu mangĩ ta mau. Nĩtũthiĩte wega. Nĩũrarũmĩrĩra. Now, so the world is not round. So haha nĩho ngwĩraga, haha ndikuga no nĩ ngwandĩka haha tondũ nĩ ngũcenswo. Rĩtwa rĩu ndandĩka hau na rĩtwa rĩrĩ ametaga NASA. So Njenga wa Mũthaka arauga ũguo to NASA. That's how they are lying to you. Now, what do I mean? When the world is rotating, remember, we are rotating from the west to the east. That is why the sun seems to be moving from the east to the west, because we are the people who are rotating. Since we are rotating to the west, the sun seems to move from the east to the west. How do you know we are rotating? When you look at your head, njuĩrĩ yaku ĩkũraga gĩthiũrũrĩ tondũ nĩ ũrathiũrũrũka. That is why even trees have rings as they grow. That is why when you go to the sink and you open the water is going to swill down. The water is going to show you how we are rotating, because the water will be rotating as it goes down the sink. So we are the people who are rotating. So the star, whatever you want to call it, agima metaga Gaia, ukagua ginya negure Gaia channel, agima metaga Tiamat, agima metaga Maito, nikyo igua ginya akiuma retwa Tiamat, agima metaga Mother Earth, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. Those are just words, those are just titles. That's just language. So, since on the earth, the star, the planet we are on is rotating, that is why we grow our hair all the way to your fingerprints, your travels, how you travel here, unique as a spirit, a single spirit. That is why we talk about a soul. A single individual spirit is called a soul.
Papa,
yes?
is this okay?
Yeah, that's okay. That's
I can
okay.
see green.
I thought you were painting something green again.
Huh?
Get another paper. Ukare kiria, usore kiria, what you call it, snake plant. Paint a snake plant in a vase. I need to go after then we go. Get ready. So, let me show you something. So, since the world is rotating to the west, now, when something is rotating, so something is rotating. When something is rotating, as I am doing, and it's something big, you know that outside here on the extreme is gonna rotate slower. Negodhi kahora. Utiramakanya gana ha hena axis, whether there's an axis, that light. Okay, doesn't matter whether there's an axis, and this is where they got you. This is where they got you. This is where they rock you to sleep, telling you the world is on axis. The axis as such is just that we have a point of reference where the rotation started. So as the world rotates, these places that are on the extreme, they rotate slower. So what you call the North Pole is going to rotate slower. And since it is rotating slower, it has to slow down and freeze. So the reason there is no on the north, on the extreme, is because as a world, on that side, it's rotating slower compared to the axis, the center, the beginning. So, the map of Africa is inverted. Okay, let me show you why I'm telling you is inverted. So, this is to make you, this is to fool you and to make you think that Africa is down because they understand your psyche. They know spirit understands psyche. So they know that if they make you think that you are down, that will make you feel depressed. Remember, in the spiritual world, there's nothing like down or up, east or west. When you are feeling uplifted, it means your spirit is traveling up. That's why you're feeling uplifted. There's nothing like a direction in the spiritual world. When you are feeling down, when you're feeling depressed and dense, you feel down. That means your spirit is traveling down. You have no strength. That is why they inverted the map of what you call your continent, which is nothing. It's not even a continent. So, this is South Africa. This is non-Africa. All the way to shout out to people of Sudan, great lands. So, the map is inverted. Why do I tell you the map is inverted? Because South Africa is up. Because Africa is hot, meaning it's at the center of the rotation that we started. And as you go north, everything freezes. So Europe is down, not down as in chini, but further away. So Europe and all those countries, they freeze because they are further away. They slow down. So that is why they have ice caps, because they are further away, at distance. But we are closer to the rotation, to the middle, to the beginning, to the cradle of man life. But that is not even how it works. But for the sake of this video, let's just say that Nikyomugaga life began in Africa. Because in Africa, in the south, that's what you can call up. In other words, you can call it up or more uplifted or more connected to the source or how we got here. Remember, we came here. Life originated in Africa. No, life did not originate in Africa. We came here as a location. The same way, ogethie mutito kore mahinde ma nogo mutitore dogiuga ati nogo yo era evolved no, you know that monkey traveled to that forest and died there. So the same concept. If life began in Africa, it means those remains you are finding in Africa, something traveled there first. So we came to Africa, the resources first. Shout out to the first man, the first mentalities, the first people who came in spirits and took those forms and shapes in Africa. Okay? Now, Africa is not a continent. Let me show you. But let's remind God's children, they are being misled. So, Africa is not a continent. Africa is a location.
Whatever you want.
Yes, do whatever you want. So, Africa, as a location, you are not really God's Truth Square. You can Google God's Truth Square. You are Google scholars. You have all the information in your hand. So we have America, the Great Babylon. We have Asia. We have Africa here, Africa, and we have Europe here, the UK, the money. So, non about, yeah. So the UK, the money, the cash dollar, and the pound is in the UK. That is why the UK has all the resources. They steal everything. They steal gold from Africa, goes to the UK. Okay, everything they mine from Africa goes to the UK. Now, America is what you call the firepower, gana military. So, America the military. The UK is the money. Asia is technology, tech. Africa now, where you are, you're leaving Africa to go here and here, is the resources. So Africa is not a continent. Africa is the resources. Everything is in Africa. You want to make phones? Go to Africa. You want the best trees? Go and mine them from Congo. Everything you want is in Africa. You want to make tech and everything? You have to go to Africa. Then you go to East Asia and make the phones, the Samsungs and everything. So Africa is the resources. America, the great Babylon, the Kyoto Babylon, is the military power. For them, their curse or gift is war. The UK, their gift or curse is money. all the way to Brexit, all the way to the EU, European Union, all that is money. So Africa is the resources, the UK is the money, America is war, military. Asia is technology. You get it? So Africa is not a continent. America is not a continent. Europe is not a continent. Asia is not a continent. The world is one. These are just locations, but they name them as continents. So where, as an African, you are lucky, you found your way to the resources, aka you manifested your way to be born where the resources are. And they know this, but you don't know this. That is why they keep you fighting and poor, and keep you wishing and dreaming to go to UK. You think the money is the UK. Or UK has no gold mine. Matri meja gold diga ndaka ramuaka. Matri mona gold kwao. Yet they have the biggest reserves of gold, all stolen from Africa. But here you are crying to go to the UK because you lost your power. You lost your spirituality. You lost your knowledge. You are lied to. You are told Africa is poor. They inverted the map. You think in your psyche that Africa is down because in the map you look like you're down. Africa can fit all the other continents, or whatever you call them. They can fit in Africa. It is the biggest resources land in the world. That is why they will keep raping and pirating. Nagotigedira ido oko Africa. Stigedira. Because you are the resources. You manifest things with your gold mines. Africans had so much gold. We were burying our dead people with their gold. How do you make gold? You manifest gold by having what you call golden mines. Gold is not a mineral. It just occurs. No. When you are living in a place and you have golden mines, golden dots, you manifest everything. Remember, we are the creators. We are not the creation. You don't need to create gold with our minds, collective mindset. You get it? Now, what else around? Yes, and then what you do, let me see. So what you do,
the
necklace, the sawa. So, why can I get it? We can have beads, different colors.
With glue.
What do you glue? Totagioza ragi. Oya palette yako mix ragi, wekile ragi, different colors. No, wekile
dots.
Dots, the dots, wekile different. Ano weke na kidole, yona no wekile na kara. Different colors. Adoga tukanyima ragi colors, ohodele palette, Sawa. Now, so no understand Africa is a location. Wabi already mentality oko henetu at the African continent is the location. Because once you understand that you are sitting on the resources, you like my necklace? Beautiful. So once you understand that this is a location, you kwaje usejia mentality oko onayo ginya utida we wadi go to a slave, wadi go to a cargo poti. You get what I'm saying? But the fact remains you need exorcism. Inyo the nemo avatara gutahikio. All of you need exorcism. All African people need extreme exorcism. It doesn't matter whether you're in South Africa, whether you're in Kenya, whether you're in Egypt. Africa needs exorcism. You have been possessed by the white man's demon. That's it. That's all. How do they do this? They do this using their what we call them their global magical wands, aka screen. What you are seeing every day. Your tablet, your phone. So these things, the things you see, they create the world for you. So the world as it exists, it's a world view of someone. So someone gave you a world. For you to be a man, you have to be like this. A woman, this is a representation of a woman. This is a representation of a man. No, those are their own representations. You are not a man and you are not a woman. You are male and female. The same way, when you see bees, you don't call the man bee or woman bee. You don't see a cat. Oh, is that a man cat? Oh, that is a woman cat. You always say, is it a male or female? But they created the world for you. So they have all of you confused. Fighting over man versus woman. Anyway, how to no understand Africa is a location. You have to dock and you are to the planet. Now let me teach you how you can swim to the sun. The Bible says, Genesis chapter 1 verse 3, that God said. So he spoke it. Let there be light. It does not say that God made the sun. Hakuna mahali Bible imekuambia God made the sun. Unless you are coming up with your own version. Do you have your own version? Tukione revised edition, Bible. You can do it. You can also do it. You can also have your own. Who said no King James? King James version. Who said who the fuck was King James? Sorry, Nyambura, for using that language. I should be careful. Now,
What did you say, King James?
I didn't say anything. Yeah, King James. King James. You know King James? He was a nobody. He was a nobody. He was just a name, a King James. Are you a princess? Yes, princesses become better than kings. So, this is now Mother Earth or nature. So since we know that we are rotating, anything that is rotating and has water, remember, the same Bible tells you, Earth got derived out of the waters, and God separated the earth and the waters. So if this star was all water, that means 70% or the world is 75% water. That means if it is half pieces of islands or whatever and it's rotating, these things means then they are deformed, they are distorted. Okay, since it's rotating, na kindu yothe kina mayo na ungihuria mai no ikuria ni megucuraga kuria magaceke haha gatagati haha maragasekera haha gatagati ri, this is the sun. Okay, ri ni ryo riua neno ni yo thi nyumu no tondu ni nene muno. It's such a great expanse of land that the sun seems to have separated from earth. Remember, water behaves differently on different atmospheres, aka water can exist as steam, water can exist as vapor, water can exist as ice, water can exist as what you call liquid,
like
but it's all water. Any uguo karagioka wega any ru waihuria haha waihuria different colors tuone wagaguka. So since water behaves differently on different atmospheres, then we can assume that this piece of land, after separating, so the sun is always separating. The sun always wants to be by itself. That is why the sun is always shining by itself. The sun's consciousness is about separation. Okay? We are starting, we'll get there, we'll get you there. Follow me, try and follow me. I'm trying my best, Bana. This is things you cannot see them anywhere or hear them anywhere. I'm trying my best. Now, so if that is the world, mukona ginyasai ni ya yin yang, as above, so below, and they are rotating. So water separated from earth, and this is what you call the sun. So the sun is part of earth, aka if you can swim, if you can be able to swim through different atmospheres, through water behaving different in different atmospheres, if you can swim through steam, swim through snow, ice, swim through liquid, if you can swim through those forms, you can get to the sun. The sun is not hot. If the sun was hot, air would be hot. This is the sun. This is your earth. Your earth, Tiamat, Gaia, whatever you want to call it. Hane would you correct it? Ancient chemist, whereby they draw this as a woman with legs, maito, namoko, agukunĩkĩirie we wĩ haha nĩ ũkora kĩrĩra kĩa mũndũ gwĩtwo Bro Sanchez nĩ agũkuonia ũhoro wa thĩ, but no hati Bro Sanchez wĩho nĩ Njenga wa Mũthaka wĩ haha. So shout out to Bro Sanchez, shout out to the whole subconscious community. So this is the sun. So between the sun and earth is air. This air is water behaving differently in different atmospheres. Maliza Nyambura. AKA, if the sun was hot, everything here would be hot. Dogethia ginya na ndege. Shout out to jet engines. Dogethia na ndege. To dogethia na ndege igatuhiuhira. The same way, ogiga jiko haha. Omiakia makara. Ore wakuhiriria jiko no guigua urugari. Ukuga mwaki ucio no waingiha ukehera. How comes wakuhiriria riua ria mathia na ndege gutihiuhaga tugaga iguru ni kuhehu? It's freezing, it's cold. You see airplanes leaving what you call vapor behind their exhaust because it's cold up here, because the sun is not hot. Nithayo, this is the point you start sharing the video. Don't just be watching the video and you're not sharing. I'm taking a break. When I'm taking a break to get my match, I need to drink some water. You share the video and like the video. Kagire maru tuigire ru ikereka ru rege. Deadly. Dori gire joguna gudie. Bahori geruta geigave. Debari de meraru na nae. Niko kera kwaru ai ni no. Ucio nĩ mũini wa gĩcandĩ woma tagwo Kĩmani wa Nduta. Kĩmani wa Nduta. So coke kĩrathi. Riũa ti rĩhiũ. Gũthiĩ atĩrĩrĩ. Indo igĩrĩ, when two high velocity things. So this is moving at a high velocity. The speed igũrũ mũno. This is also moving or rotating at a high velocity. If these two things come together, if these two things come close to each other, they create heat. AKA, yogi karamatatu, muriganie na andu ingi kana rumu igi andu ingi, nikugea wa urugari. Ukaigua ta hingura ndusero nikugeire urugari muno. Ni uria mukuhaniriirie tondu nyuthe mwenjeta, because you are high vibrating velocity beings that are close together. So when the sun norikane nyitanete somehow tondu kindu kimwe kira rotate, when the sun comes closer to earth, we have what we call summer. These are high velocity things. When they come together, they create heat. Let me teach. Kajikare tehera magneti. Omuthenya okidoyo the uka muthenya wa guthomithia. This is a magnet. These are magnets. Now, when these magnets, they are resisting each other. Naona sikiregana. Naona sikiregana. Naona sikiregana kunyitana. Naona sikiregana kunyitana. You see. So when the sun comes close, orikane magnet ino ri he argi siginyitana. Naona huko no sinyitane. Sikiregana kunyitana. They are rotating. They are refusing to join. Hena mwana ya sirenda kunyitana. Naona hau ni siganyitana. Hau ni sietekira. So riũa na thĩ ni sietekira kunyitana. Ciatigithukanio ni Ngai. Riria Ngai ugire ate kugie thĩ nyũmũ, cigitigithukanio kia hinya, ciatigithukanio ri ciginyitana ringi. They can no longer come together because the polarity shifted. So when the polarity shifted, they cannot join. So when two high vibrating things, remember this magnet it has a magnetic field. Already in a magnetic field, you know. Nikio mweno mwe ranyita mweno mwe karega. Okay, it already has a field, you see, it has already its field, aka how it's rotating. It already has its own field. So when two high velocity things come together, hakagia na heat. Ruha gatagate no gatutangithima. No ruha sigara ya kunyitana haha ri, haiyurite urugari. Nona haha nikio riũa ritanginyitana na thi. Nikio riũa ritakagwo, haiyurite ruha hena mwaki. ruha hena mwaki no utangiona. In between there is heat, aka ha gatagati haiko tuigite kindu riu ungikorwo ha gatagati cigikuhaniriria niguo kugiaga sama, niguo kwaraga muno. Riria ciatigana, riria cirarekania cirehaniriria gukaheha, tugathie fall. Ogo ni amekuria kurarutete kunene gukagia barafu, magatiga kuona riua kana magatura monete riua rikarite iguru rihangite mieri mingi no gutire no rugari. Do you get it? Are you getting why the sun is not hot? Are you getting that you've been lied to, that the sun is a ball of fire? By scientists lying to you that the sun is a ball of fire. Na mutionaga dogo. Because they draw it for you. Icio cietagwo CGI. You cannot draw the sun. Because how dare you draw the sun? How can you draw the sun as a ball of fire, make it yellow, and make its background black, ta blackboard ino? Ati makuonia riua rihana oguo, ati riakana oguo. Magakwira riua riakana oguo. Ungikiona uria riua rirakana o atia, na guku ni kwa black. Keritaramurika na guku nyunjure. Keritamurika na ku thutha. The last time I checked, kindu giothe uramurika ukona akiramurika no ikori uramurikira nduma-ini, no ikori ni kimuri ni tosi ukamurikira nduma-ini. Koguo ni ndona tosi ndenya na ku thutha ni nduma. No to riua rikiri iguru ri, makwira ri iguru ri. Kia kuria thutha ritamurikaga na ku thutha. Niki kiratuma macore riua ri na black background. Because the sun is attached to earth. We are on the same rotational thing. No uri ugikonyitite tosi. Nikyo marari coro uguo, to ni tunyitanite, tondu riua ti separate na thi. Tondu kirikaniro kirakwira atiriri. Chapter 3, Genesis chapter 1 verse 3 rakwira atiriri. He said, he spoke, he said, let there be light. He never made the sun. Nenda kuonia riua kuria riumire. Nenda kuonia ria gaukanire. Haria Ngai ugire ati ni agayania mai na thiri. Hau niho riu kugayania kuu nikuo kuomire riua. And God said, let there be light. Then there was light. So light, utheri ti riua. Utheri ti riua. Wira wekaga ri wakia ri riria riua ri haria ri uria tukorwo tugithaka rotation ya mai urikane mweri naguo ni urathana kirikano ri kirakura wega muno. Two great luminaries, one to rule over the day and the other to rule over the night. Riua rigithwa gana guthua kuguthie thi guset, the sun sets. Guset ni guthie thi, guset ni kurika. This is a cup. Iki ni gikombe ndacora haha. Gikombe giki ungikira mai na tiri kindu gikuru kihathi tugane gia seti. So the sun sets, the sun goes down, regathua, the sun sets, the sun goes down. How does the sun go down? We bounce. Tondu tuikarire mai ri tugathi iguru ikumbi, twathi iguru ri riua rigathie thi rigaset. Twacoka ikumbi uguo ri riua rikabatira rikarise. Are you following? Nithayo. Big fan. Nidakuona hau muthuri ukoragwo kuria Twitter. Big fan wa Mugithi. I see you watching. Now tume githomo kiu gia coka ru hanire mwarimu haha. I need to drink some water. Okay, nigithie stanze mo ya gicande. Niguo nyambura.
Ona hivi. Alafu blade zangu kwa baridi.
Muikuyu nake uga atiriri, muinu wa gicande. Ati ni siku kehagio cieke. Ni siku hehagio cie nguhe. Kana cie ndaya ni siku hehagio cieka atia. Tigakinya hau. Ati hau twakinya noho, tukwamba gukinya umuthi. I'm on data. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I've not paid for my Wi-Fi. It has been disconnected. I'm not doing so well now. You know, spiritual warfare comes in all ways. Sometimes they attack your sources of income. You know the demons will always attack you. Tukwero rwa haha gwito haria hakona gathanaga. Kana haria moragira. Haria moragira nikie mwatigire moiga. Haria moragira mwana, haria moragira gicande giki ri. Nikie mwatigire mwate. ni wakanyanja ndiroria mumbu ni wekire matigire mate na magekunika na mahuti aka haria makororagira hapu. I'm saying one stanza. Haririri no gwe. Haria moragira mwana niki motigire mwate. Na mugukwigirira ithagu haririri no gwe. Kirathi tugwitirira hau kio muthi hau na tio tuguthite tukwanjitie mbogo yuma eregeroge twahuriro twa interrupt no tugucoka tuke tusande gisande giki no turiara no turikingira ici ciothe ni symbolism. All the alphabets are in this. Gaka ni kahiu gaithinja no au ni kumenya ici ni ndu ngogo ici ciothe no au ni kumenya ni ndu ngogo twihu ihu munyori ukwenga ikinari ya godi njira ya thama irima mugue iriwa muthuri na mukamahuta taneire ha. All this we are going to get into this. We said we are starting spiritualism. We are going deep and we are not stopping. Kuri thayo ha yo ne guo hakite rangi uguo cora thio chora kabisa guo yathuka tugure ngi kiari ki haririri no guo ndona mitigo ria wina yo nyambura turenda kumagara hanini riu mathagu makinyite ni tugucoka tucemanie haha. All I'm asking you is to share the video. If you're watching the video on YouTube, how the hena button itago share, you can share the video. You can subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, you can share the video so that it reaches as many people as you. And wagimamenye na kaundu kau tiga kuhithira tiga guconoka ati ndungenda kuona nuona njenga wa muthaka wenda kuona ukirumira Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian has got nothing to do with you. Kung Bagia is not helping you. This video is the one that can help you. I'm trying to remind you. I'm trying to get your mind off the things that trapped you. You see, this book that you are given is a book of codes. The Bible is an allegory book. Everything in this book is coded. The same way you used to code is adegeke. But everything in this book is here. It's here. I'll show you how. Everything is here. They took everything from Africa, from all different cultures, to come up with this book, a title. This is not a holy book. It's just a book. Okay? Which you're supposed to use. You're supposed to use that book. It's not holy. You're supposed to use that book. Okay? And it's not about respecting other people's opinion. Bible. No, it's just a book. It's just a title. It was written by man. King James version, whatever version. I can also come up with my own version. I will write my own book. And